Good evening. I'm Joe Netherworld, and this is our daily tarot card read for September 28th, 2013. And another month is almost gone. I was sad to see it go because it was a beautiful September, despite a few crappy weeks here and there. Anyway, nonetheless, I digress. But here we go. We're going to pull 3 cards, and we are going to show them to you on the screen right here in this inset box. There's one main card for the day, and there's 2 qualifier cards. And they will in turn be kind of a bit of a part of a bigger read for the whole month. They're individual days, of course, but it's part of the harmonic that makes up all of September, which is a very transitory month. We've seen some ups and downs throughout this month in a lot of ways, both physically and spiritually. So let's ride with that, and let's keep an open mind and see what the cards have to tell us. And I'm going to first pull the first card and see where we go from there. All right, justice again. It's been a theme these last kind of week that justice has been showing up a lot. And usually that as we kind of come to the end of a month, when justice shows up a lot, it's because there have been ongoing processes for the whole month that need to be finally, finalized, and closed out. So she's here, standing in complete balance, no prejudice one way or the other, but only what values the facts. It's a logical card. It's very unswayed by emotion. It's is what it is. Though it's not blind justice. This justice here is not blind. She has eyes, which I think justice should. And our main card though is the sun, and this is a nice read so far. The sun, of course, is light, bright, makes things grow. It sheds light. It burns away mystery. It burns away intrigues and things. In the light of day, it's hard to for not negativity. That's the wrong term. In the light of day, it's hard for mystery to hide. So that's why you have the sun, kind of coming through here. Sometimes though, the sun can burn things. Sunburn. It can be too strong. It could burn away the subtlety of things and make things just too black and white. So there is some of that. We'll see what the third card with our other qualifier card has to say about all this. All right, our other one is the 6 of Rods. 6 of Rods is the Triumph card. So we have justice on one side and sort of a triumph in the workplace, and we have the sun shining light on all this, and it's positive energy and positive light. So yet again, there seems to be a lot of this, and I've been picking up throughout this month a lot of things to deal with juries and judgments and such like that. So in this instance, this is sort of like winning at work. It's sort of like if you've been struggling in other words, like if you've been struggling at work and people have been stealing your not respect or responsibility, but stealing with your achievements from you. Like you do all the work, you take it to the final 90%, and then someone comes in and finishes it up and takes all the credit for it. That's coming to an end. That is sort of reached its point where it's become obvious that these people you're being stolen from. You're not being given proper credit where credit's due. There's a light going to be shined on these things. So today's a great day. You don't have to do much. It's just sort of the day is going to be, and you're going to get that credit, and you're going to get that notoriety, and get that respect you deserve that's been sort of stolen from you a lot here. So the sun's coming through. It's shining on situations. You're finally going to get noticed for what if you're a writer, you're going to finally you're no longer a ghostwriter, you're a writer. People are going to know who you are and know what you do, and that's just a random way of example. But the main thing I see here is a nice movement towards getting past this and getting to the point where you finally receive the pay, the value, and the respect you do deserve. So let today be a nice way to sit back and finally feel justified that you're no longer laboring in the dark, that you're no longer being kept, to the side, that there's no longer a control issue over your head. And in other instances of life and other things, in relationships and with family, you're finally going to be seen like, look, you've been right, you've been good, you've been doing what you had to do. There's no longer a need to constantly remind people or constantly kind of be the fall guy for other people's mistakes. It's going to be seen very clearly like, well, you've done what you had to do. You stood up, your justice is on your side, and then the people that have been unjust are going to be brought to light. So this is not a really dramatic day, but it's just sort of like subtle, like all right, good, I'm right, you're wrong, we're moving on. Or I told you I could do this job. I told you I was a good parent or a good spouse, or I told you I've been doing good in school, I've been a good kid. Like, it's finally going to be seen. On the flip side, with parents and things, it's going to finally, your kids are going to finally realize that you're doing a good job, that you're making things work well for you, and that you have their best interests in mind. So today is a good day for the final closeout as we end up September, and we're going to get into October. And I expect October to only be about candy and Halloween, trick or treating, and decorating and pumpkins. So I'm hoping we get all this, rhetoric out of the way. And today, like I said, it'll show the light on the facts, both good and bad. So justice prevails, triumph comes in. It's a very positive day. If you've been very positive, if you've been kind of a little sneaky and you've been taking more on your share, taking more credit than you deserve, you're going to be seen today for what you are. So be prepared, but I say it's a thumbs up kind of day. It's a good day. I'm happy this is a happy read. Happy that the end of the month is bringing me good stories. And I'll be here again a little after midnight, as I am every night, with a new read for the following day. But until that time, have a magical day. And I'm Joe Netherworld, and I thank you for spending some time with me.